Out of the 701 of these aircraft that were built, currently there is only 23 known to exist worldwide. Our aircraft is unique in the fact that here in the United States, there's only 3 that are known to exist that were actually flown during the war in Europe. Ours is the only one currently flying in the United States, completely restored to its World War II configuration.
Many of the World War II aircraft were actually pulled into service from commercial aircraft. This one is no different, but it does have several features on it that are unique to the military aircraft, the UC-61 version, or the forwarder as the United States Army Air Force called it. And this is one of them. It is a control lock, and it actually locks all the control surfaces into one aspect. So when this is clipped in this position, the rudder, the ailerons, the elevator, and the rudder by this clip right here are all locked into place, so none of the control surfaces move when this control lock is in place. So this is the inside of the airplane. It's a 4-place. The seats are as original as we could possibly get, with the exception of the seat cushions. The pilot, the co-pilot, and the 2 passengers actually sat on seat chutes. So the parachutes were actually their seats. From a comfort standpoint, we decided not to use parachutes, but to actually put in a cushioned seat. For the rear seat passengers to get into their cabin, the front seat does fold forward, and we see the airplane reports bracket on the back of the seat. That's original. But the back seat is roomy enough for 2 people, and if I sit back there, my knees do not touch the front of the seat.
So what makes this aircraft special is during the war, the British didn't have enough aircraft for their Air Force. So they contacted the U.S. Air Force, and under the Lend-Lease Act, they acquired 701 of these UC-61K aircraft. The UC-61K differs from the A model in that it has a long engine on it. It has a 200 horsepower inverted Ranger engine on it, where the A models had a Warner 165 radial engine on it. What makes this one unique is out of the 701 aircraft that were built, those all went to the Royal Air Force. They were all made by Fairchild Aircraft in Pennsylvania, disassembled and put on different cruise ships or cargo ships and sent over to Britain during the war in 1944. Our aircraft was assigned to the Air Transport Auxiliary, which is a Royal Air Force version of the Women's Auxiliary Service Pilots here in the United States. And it basically flew as a taxi and liaison aircraft. It followed the new fighter aircraft and bomber aircraft deliveries towards the end of the war, when the delivery of the aircraft started slowing down. Aircraft was also used as an observation aircraft and a radio relay airplane that flew over the English Channel and assisted in radio relay of aircraft that are flying over Europe at the time.
The military aircraft also had an early identification friender for IFF device on them, and these are identification lights. And there are 3 lights on the belly of the aircraft, red, yellow, and green, and they are operated in sequence by these 3 switches. And every day the sequence was changed, so when the aircraft flew over an air base, it wouldn't be shot down. They would just identify themselves by the sequence of the lights.